Welcome, sports bettors from around the world.
Welcome back, Sports Gambling Daily. My name's Jared. That is Philly over there, and it is December 6th. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up button. And we got the Nets taking on the Hornets, Philly. And what a line this thing opened up at. It opened up at -3.5 to Brooklyn on the road. Now it's down to 2.5. And I honestly don't understand what's going on because the Nets, in my opinion, are the much better team here with a distinct advantage on the boards. No Kyrie Irving, right?
Right.
So, but we got Garrett Temple.
Yeah, he's been playing really well.
Yeah, 33-year-old veteran. I think he's been doing what they need to do when Irving's not there. Now, on the other hand, here you got Devontae Graham. Now he's not exactly like Kemba Walker, but man, he's been doing his thing. But I'm telling you, and you and I were talking off air here. The rebounds is really going to hurt the Hornets here, especially if they don't hit their shots.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't really understand the line. It makes me pause for a minute to think, is there an injury front that's somebody sitting out? There's nothing that shows early. So let's just take it for what I know now. I know Charlotte plays better at home. Yes, they do have some players that can shoot. Obviously, Devontae Graham, if they're hitting their shots, they can be formidable. But let's just, basing it off of how they've been playing recently, Brooklyn is playing much better brand of basketball. Dinwiddie's playing great. He's getting his teammates set up. It's a different team that running around him as it does around Kyrie. Kyrie's more isolation. Dinwiddie's more get everybody involved, but he also can score. But like you said, with Jared Allen, with DeAndre Jordan, they should be able to dominate the glass. I mean, offensively, we see they're sixth in the league in rebounds, and Charlotte is 26th. Though,
Right.
I like that Joe Harris has been playing well. I'm just looking at the sample size as of recently, and I think that Brooklyn is trending in the right direction. I like them in this game. Like I said, I'm going to pay attention to see if there's something I'm missing as far as injuries to why this line is moving the way it did, because I don't see how this favors Charlotte. I really don't.
Yeah, to your point, Joe Harris is one of the better shooting three-pointers one of the better three-point shooters in the league. And also, Teron Prince, man, that guy can get a rebound and also go over there to the corner three and drain him like nobody's business. Now, let me talk a little trends here. You got the Nets are 6-1 in their last 7 games with the team. Against a team with a losing straight-up record, and that's what we got here with the Hornets, with a losing straight-up record. And then the Hornets are 2-5 against the spread in their last 7, following a game. Let me back up. Words are hard, guys. Hornets are 2-5 against the spread in their last 7 games, following an against the spread win. So, I mean, as long as I don't know, I like Brooklyn Nets here. Brooklyn is a middle of the road offensively team that is clearly capable of defeating the Hornets. I don't know. I like the Nets here.
Me too. I mean, I'm going to keep an eye on it, but initially, just by the way the two teams are playing, I'm leaning Brooklyn for sure.
All right, guys. Come on over here to SGD Wins. That's where we have our premium services. We also you can access our private group that way. And also, you can get all of the good stuff that's going on in that private group if you sign up and become a member. Come on over, man.
We appreciate that. Yeah, we had a lot of live betting that was going on yesterday, which has been awesome. A lot of the prop bets, those have been on fire, so that's all part of it, and we'll share that with you guys if you become a team member.
Yeah, buddy, we are back. Sports Gambling Daily. My name's Jared. That's Philly over there, and we're going to break down the Washington Wizards on the road, taking on the Miami Heat, where the Wizards just beat your Philadelphia 76ers over there. And we got the Heat trying to get back on track after they just got clubbed by the Boston Celtics. They had a whole day to think about it. What do you think in this match? What are you thinking in this matchup, Philly?
Well, certainly, I like Miami as a team. I mean, I think I don't know if they're flying under the radar, but they're definitely a really good team. They're a playoff team. They play both sides of the ball. Obviously, Jimmy Butler has been really good since he's been there. It's a tale of two different styles of play. I mean, Washington likes to run and gun and push the pace and score a lot. We saw that with the Sixers game last night. Sixers got up early, and then Washington just started making their shots and moving up and down the floor, and they ended up stealing the game, and that's the kind of the way that I think Washington has to win. I mean, if they're hitting their threes and they're hitting their shots and they can get out and run, they're a really tough team to beat. They certainly do not play much defense.
Right.
A little better yesterday, actually. They got Iamini, if I'm saying his name, back from an Achilles situation, which helped them on the glass, and Moritz Wagner came back after rolling an ankle, and he played a little bit better. But they are missing their center, Thomas Bryant. So they're a little less stacked in that position. But they can certainly outscore you, man. And if they're hitting their shots, Davis Bertans yesterday, I mean, he went off. He had like 8 threes. He had like 20-some points in the first half. But they are coming off a back-to-back situation. The only thing, I look at this spread and I go, a 10.5-point spread, it's a pretty big spread. And those are the type of, I mean, I don't know, man, because of the way Washington can score, I feel like they can sometimes maybe not win the game, but stick within that number.
Right.
It's a large spread.
Yeah, it is a large spread. 10.5 is a lot of points. Now, I don't expect the Washington Wizards to, turn over or get the ball, get 21 turnovers like they did versus the 76ers.
True.
And then, Miami, I expect them to play a little better. Eric Spoelstra, he wasn't even with the team in that last game with Boston. He was having the birth of his child. So Miami Heat been playing pretty well at home. Here is a little nugget here. The Heat are 10-0-1. That's right, 10-0-1 against the spread in their last 11 games when they are a 5 to 10 point favorite or 10.5 point favorite. So that's something to consider. I'm kind of actually leaning Miami here to cover this number. I think Washington really played their heart out yesterday, and I think they're going to have a little bit of a regression here. So give me Miami minus the 10.5.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. That's a good point what you're making there. Just 2 notes real quick. Goran Dragic is downgraded to out for Miami, which is, he's a nice player for sure. Sometimes starts, comes off the bench. And then Isaiah Thomas, questionable with a calf, but that did not seem to bother them too much. As a matter of fact, I think they played a little better without him.
Yeah, there's no doubt. All right, guys. Hey, SGD wins for the win. That's where you get our premium selections. And also, if you want to try your hand at winning a week's worth of our premium selections, guess the exact score of this game. It's real simple, guys. Here are the rules, and they're the rules that we're going to talk about. We've got the Minnesota Timberwolves. That's right, guys. They're on the road taking on Oklahoma City Thunder. And both these teams, Philly, are trying to get back in the win column. And you got Oklahoma City at home minus 2.5.
Yeah, Oklahoma City, gritty kind of a team. They seem to play a little better at home.
Mm-hmm.
Minnesota, offensively, they're extremely talented. They're lacking a little bit on the defensive end. My only thing with them is they're a little inconsistent sometimes. You never know. They can play amazing, and then they kind of regress. They're a little Jekyll and Hyde in that sense.
Right.
Obviously, Karl Anthony Towns is a monster, and Andrew Wiggins is probably having the best year of his career so far, but he is possibly not playing. It looks like he's questionable, which is certainly a situation that I would have to monitor.
Mm-hmm.
But the Oklahoma City's tough at home, and I think if they get some stops in this game, and Minnesota's not offensively free flowing and hitting a lot of jump shots and all that kind of stuff, I would lean Oklahoma City. I think they have I don't know if it's a complete advantage on the glass, but I do feel like they are. Yeah, actually, I look at it as a complete advantage on the glass. The other way, that's shocking to me. I was thinking it would be more for Oklahoma City, but rebound-wise, Minnesota's third in the league, and that just blew my mind for a minute. So that's weird because with Steven Adams, I mean, I feel like they're always in control under the paint. But I guess we'll have to see how that plays out. That's a really interesting. That's interesting. I wonder if that's wrong. Well, for me though, I'm leaning Oklahoma City, honestly.
Okay. Well, let me throw a couple of trends at you. The Timberwolves. Now, the Timberwolves are better on the road. So I'm kind of leaning towards the Timberwolves here, and plus the points. Again, the Timberwolves are 6-0 against the spread in their last 6 as a road underdog of 0.5 and minus or plus 4.5. So they fall right in that number. The Timberwolves are also 7-1 against the spread in their last 8 games. Then the Thunder are just 2-5 against the spread in their last 7 games, playing on 1 day's worth of rest. I personally think Oklahoma City is they're challenged offensively, obviously, since Russell Westbrook had left, and Chris Paul's a great distributor and everything. But I think, it's gonna, if Wiggins is out, I'll change my mind. However,
sure.
I kind of like the duo of Wiggins and Towns on the road. So if Wiggins is playing, then give me the Timberwolves.
Yeah, I agree. That's a big part of it, and I would monitor that as well. Solid point.
All right, that's it, guys. SGDwins.com is where you can get our premium selections. Come check out our website. You can also access our private group that way. And guys, if you are not if you're interested, of course you're interested. Let's win a contest here. If you can guess the exact score of this game, you get a week's worth of our premium selections. Here are the rules. Celtics are taking on the Detroit. What am I talking about? The Denver Nuggets. And the Denver Nuggets are on the road, and, this is going to be a really good matchup. You got two of the better teams in the league here, and you got the Boston Celtics, man. After they came back from that horrific road trip on the West Coast, they won the last 4 out of their last 5 games. And Denver, Philly, they just beat up the Knicks, and they're looking for their second win here in a row on this East Coast road trip. But the Denver Nuggets have struggled before that Knicks game. That was like a kind of a get-right game for the Nuggets. Now, they're going into Boston playing much stiffer competition than the New York Knicks.
That's right. Yes, you're right. They went in there and they took care of business, and it is a back-to-back situation.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know how much of it, it wasn't a real situation where they were I guess where it was – they were resting some guys towards the end is what I'm trying to say. It wasn't like they were overexerting themselves completely in this game. So, yes, it's back-to-back, but I feel like there's a situation where they can come in here and be at least somewhat fresh.
Right.
But with that being said, though, I mean, you have two teams that play really good defense. I just think offensively right now, Boston is just clicking better. I think they have more pieces playing at home. They play extremely well. I don't look at that New York Knicks game yesterday and go, okay, yeah, Denver is right now. I mean, they haven't really been playing their best brand of basketball. I think they're sort of playing a little bit less of a aggressive style that they did last year. Jokic is certainly not the guy he was. At least it doesn't seem to be early on.
Mm-hmm.
Scoring wise, we'll say he still can assist and rebounds and all that kind of stuff. But I like the way Boston's been playing, man, and I don't know that Denver's got enough. Now, certainly if Jamal Murray's hitting shots and Gary Harris and Jokic gets his act together offensively, yeah, they're formidable, and they're obviously still a really, really good team. But I just like what Boston's been doing, and they play really well in front of that home crowd. It looks like Marcus Smart is questionable. If he comes back, that's certainly going to help. There's no real big injury front news what I can see on the Denver side.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, man, I mean, I like what Boston's been doing, and I like what ever since Kyrie left, I think Kemba's really got them in a good spot, and I lean Boston early on.
Yeah, I like Boston as well. You get the Celtics; they're 8-0 at home. It's pretty solid. And then can't do much better than that, Philly. And then here's a little trend for you guys: 6-2 against the spread in their last 8 games is Boston. So and then they're also 12-6 against the spread in their last 18 versus the Northwest opponents. So let me go ahead and just say, give me the Celtics here.
Agreed.
All right, guys, SGDwins.com is where you can get our premium selections. And also, we're going to run a contest on this one. If you can guess the exact score of this game in the Celtics versus the Denver Nuggets, you can win a week's worth of our premium selections. There are some rules, and here are the rules. Read them up. And then hope you guys win. Good luck to you guys. The Indiana Pacers traveling to Detroit. It's a little Eastern Conference showdown here. And you got the Pacers looking for their 3rd straight win. We got the the Pistons, man. They just got beat up by the Bucks pretty handily. Mm-hmm. And then you got the Pacers just beat the Oklahoma City Thunder. So not a bad little run there for the Pacers. And the Pacers are starting to get a little healthy here, Philly.
Yeah, they sure are. Playing a lot better for sure. Got most of their pieces together outside of Oladipo, who's pretty much been out all season anyway.
Right.
He'll be obviously a big lift for them when they do get him back, if he's anything what he was. But Pistons just got blown out by Milwaukee. They're a team that I have trouble reading all year long. Every time I think they're ready to move on, they take a step back, and then they take a step forward. They should be better than they are. I really don't know what to think early on, unless there's lineup issues or anything. I actually lean Indiana in this game. I have a hard time making sense of what the Pistons even really are at this point. But that would be my early lean for sure.
Yeah. I agree. Now, so the Pistons, they play a lot better at home than they do on the road. Also they beat the Pacers earlier this year at home. But the Pacers are getting healthier, and I also think the Pacers are just overall a much better team. Give me the Pacers -3 on the road to handle the Detroit Pistons. Guys, if you want to get our premium plays, well, hey, I have an idea. I have a way for you to get it for free. And this is how you do it, guys. Play our contest. Guess the exact score of this game, and we'll give you a week's worth of our premium selections for free. Here are the rules real quick. So follow those rules. You're in like Flint, and then, you can be part of SGD Nation. Now, Philly swept the board yesterday on the prop plays. Congratulations. And that was in our private group. The live bets are doing good in the private group. Come on over, and if you join the SGD Nation, you also become part of that. And, you become a member of that private group. So come on over and get the good stuff, man.
Absolutely. We're always over there. Like you said, the props, the in-game live betting has been fantastic with Joe, and we'll continue to do that again today. So thanks again for joining.
Yeah, sgdwins.com is how you get in. And guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Don't you dare hit that dislike button. No, I don't care if you do or not. Just do what you want, man. All right, Sports Gambling and Daily. Hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button. We got the Cleveland Cavaliers taking on the Orlando Magic. Orlando Magic have been so freaking hot lately, Philly. Now, I mean, they just beat the Suns. They beat Charlotte. I think they've won 4 in a row, or maybe they're going for their 4th in a row victory. And you got Cleveland just have lost. They're like on the complete other side of that spectrum where they've lost 4 in a row, and they're just getting blasted. You got blasted by teams like the Pistons. Hell, they lost to the Orlando Magic as well. So, I mean, the Orlando Magic, I think, were like 0-7 before they rolled into Cleveland and got that first road victory. And, here we are again. Now you got the Magic really rolling.
Yeah.
And, and the Cleveland Cavaliers, I mean, I don't see any kind of positivity for them.
Yeah, I think if you're kind of like a casual fan looking at this game and you don't really watch it all the time, you might be like, well, I don't know what really advantages are here. But agreed, they're similar type teams as like an overall maybe like record of the landscape of the season so far. But I mean, recently Orlando's been on a pretty good tear. Both teams are ranked lower offensively. Orlando's 29th, Cleveland is 28th. Defensively, right. Orlando definitely has the advantage, 3rd versus 18th. But if you look over, like we'll call it the last 2 weeks of the season, Orlando has been playing really well. And even when Vucevic went out, I thought that was going to be a problem for them. But Markelle Fultz is really starting to figure it out. Aaron Gordon is having a really good year so far. Evan Fournier, he's playing like something I've never seen before. So
you're right, yeah.
Guys ripping it up. So right now I'm going with the team that's rolling. I know Cleveland plays better at home. I think Orlando's playing sneaky good. That line to me is probably going to move more, but right now as it sits, I'm leaning Orlando for sure. And there's really not a whole great deal of injury front. Looks like Tristan Thompson is probable. Aminu for Charlotte's out with a knee, but other than that, doesn't really show anything too crazy.
Mm-hmm. So let me talk about some trends here. Magic are 4-0 against the spread in their last 4 road games versus a team with a losing record. So that lines up perfectly with this matchup here. And the Cavaliers are 2-7 against the spread in their last 9 when their opponent scores 100 points or more in their previous game. And that's exactly what happened here when the Magic just demolished the Phoenix Suns. So I agree, Philly, and that's the reason why we're seeing this line move. This line opened up at -2.5, and now it's up to 3.5. And believe it or not, it's at 4 at Bovada. Yeah. So, guys, if you like this game, if you agree with our analysis here, you better jump on it now because this line is just going to move it in the wrong direction. So go get it, guys. That's our analysis for the Magic versus the Cleveland Cavaliers. Now, if you can guess this exact score, we'll give you a week's worth of our premium selections for free. Here are the rules. And, it's 3 simple rules. Follow them. We hope somebody wins. No one's won this yet, so it's going to happen soon. And also, guys, hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button. We've been red hot in the private group. Come join the private group. Come over here to sgdwins.com. We'll get you in. That's all I got to say.
Absolutely, man. It's been a lot of fun with the live betting. That's been a great angle, and also we give out a lot of prop plays that have been killing it. So if you want to be part of the team, give us a holler.
All right. We are back, baby, and we got a great matchup here. Wait a minute. No, we don't have a great matchup. It's the Bulls taking on the Golden State Warriors. And, we're going to break down this one real quick. The Bulls are at home, and they're starting to roll a little bit in Golden State. Well, they're just Golden State, man. They're just getting through the season. They're gearing up for next year. So here you have a Bulls team that has surprised a few people. And, Zach LaVine's been playing pretty well, and they're looking for their third straight win, where Golden State just got beat up by the Charlotte Hornets of all teams. So, where do we see an advantage here? Do we think that the Bulls are going to be able to cover a 5-point spread?
Yeah, it's definitely one of those matchups where I think the line is right there because it makes you argue both sides of it. Correct. Zach LaVine's been playing great. He really, really has. Chicago's been a little better at home. Kobe White, he's a pretty good player. He can shoot the three. On the other side of it, there's a lot of guys you don't really even know who they are for Golden State outside of maybe D'Angelo Russell, who can certainly get hot. Eric Paschall, young rookie from Villanova, has been playing pretty good basketball. Draymond Green's been in and out of the lineup. I feel like if Draymond plays, though, that helps because he helps quarterback that young team and certainly can get them in the right spots. But this spread, the way that LaVine can go off, just the supporting cast that they do have there, I tend to lean Chicago. It's not necessarily a game I love, but they're similar type teams in a way. Offensively, they're lower ranking. You got Chicago 22nd, Golden State 27th. Defensively, Golden State's 22nd, and Chicago's more mid-pack. So maybe there's where the advantage would come in. But I don't know. I think I have to see. I'd like to know if Draymond's playing, and it doesn't really say here as far as I can see. It just says D'Angelo Russell is probable. There's no real significant injuries on Chicago's end other than Otto Porter, and I don't want to act like that's not significant because I think he would help them. But early on, I would lean Chicago at home, to basically cover the 5 points.
Yeah. Bulls are 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 games at home as a favorite. I think that number's going to go to 5-1 because I do think the Bulls are going to be able to cover the spread. I don't think Russell's going to put up 40 points and get the Warriors their 5th win. I don't see that happening. Markkanen for the Bulls, he scored double figures in his last 3 games. Give me the Bulls to cover. I say the Bulls probably win by 7 in this game, and so it'll be tight down the stretch. But those 2 extra foul shots at the end of the game is going to make all the difference, and the Bulls are going to win this one.
I like it. That could be what happens too.
All right, guys. SGDwins.com. That's where you get our premium selections. Come join the team over there. Also, if you'd like to win a week's worth of our premium selections, all you have to do is guess the exact score of this game, and you're in. Here are the rules. Also, while you're reading those rules, take the time to hit that thumbs up button. We are back with another matchup here. We got the Kings taking on the San Antonio Spurs. Spurs are at home after they just beat my Rockets. What the hell happened in that game? Hey, hats off to the Spurs for coming back, or maybe it was just a total collapse from the Rockets, and also that shenanigans of the dunk that didn't happen also played a part. You also had the Sacramento Kings. They just lost to the Portland Trailblazers a couple nights ago. So we got a matchup here where, I don't have a line in this game. Do you have a line, Philly?
Yeah, I got San Antonio -4.
Ooh, San Antonio -4. Initial thought just off the jump, I kind of like the Kings in this spot.
Yeah, I was looking at that myself. Bogdan Bogdanovic is questionable. Now, certainly that can make some difference because he's a pretty good piece off the bench for them. He's a big scorer. De'Aaron Fox is still out. On the other end, LaMarcus Aldridge is actually questionable as well, so that's something to monitor. But I agree with you, man. San Antonio has not been really good this year. Not to say Sacramento's been anything special, but I just feel like they have maybe a little bit more to give on the offensive side of the glass, or more, I would say, although the numbers don't necessarily support that. They actually support it the other way around. But I just feel like Sacramento has the ability to score. They shoot threes when Healdis gets hot. When Bogdanovic gets hot, they can certainly put up some points. But
Right.
It's a tale of 2 different sort of dynamics. You got offensively, you got the Kings 26th, you got the Spurs 13th. On the flip side, you got defensively the Kings 13th and the Spurs 26th. Yeah, the Spurs are coming off a nice win. Don't get me wrong, or whatever you want to call it, a Rockets collapse. But early on in this, especially if Aldridge is not playing, I would probably lean the Kings in this situation. But it's an ugly game, man.
Yeah, Kings are 9-2 against the spread in their last 11 games as an underdog. Kings are 12-3 against the spread in their last 15 games overall. I think that's pretty solid. Give me the Kings here, man. I like the Kings in this spot. Actually, I like them a lot. So give me the Kings, and that's what we're gonna do, or that's what I'm gonna do. So,
I can't disagree.
All right, SGD Wins is where you get our premium selections. You can come over there and see if we take this as one of our premium spots or not. Also, you can get access to our private group, which is just cash and winners left and right. We got the live group in there. We got the props. We got all our personal plays, man. Come on over, get in. It's worth all that. It's worth so much in there. So, also, if you want to win a week's worth of our premium selections, all you have to do is guess the exact score of this game. Here are the rules, and just follow those 3 rules, and you're in, guys. So, good luck to everybody. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that thumbs up button. And Philly, we got a hell of a game here. We got the Clippers on the road taking on the Milwaukee Bucks, man. Milwaukee Bucks at home -3.5. And, I mean, we got a lot of good stuff going here. Clippers are going for their 10th win in the last 11 games. And they got the Bucks. They're going for their 14th win, and they're also going for a season sweep of the Clippers. They already beat them once this year. Do you think they can do it again?
Well, this is my probably favorite matchup as far as a fan is concerned. This has got a chance to, you could argue this could be a finals matchup potentially. Yeah. 2 really good offensive teams, 2 really good defensive teams. You got a top team in Milwaukee, number 1 in the league in offense, versus a Clippers team that's 5th in the league defensively. Milwaukee's 11th, and the Clippers are top 10. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, they're very kind of similar in a way. I think that the situation here is if Giannis is able to be Giannis, I think they have an advantage there, just because he's kind of gets into the paint. He can sort of, he scores, he's up and down, he grabs rebounds. But I feel like the Clippers have the type of team that won't stop him, but could certainly possibly slow him down. Right. I saw Boston do that to him and frustrate him in the playoffs last year. If you can stop the Euro step, if you can just get him stopped and frustrate him a little bit, he's not the same player. I know his game is evolving as he's starting to shoot the 3 a little bit better, and it's starting to turn him into another animal. But I don't know, man. I kind of really am leaning. I think the Clippers are going to make a statement tonight. I do believe at home Milwaukee is going to play well. They shoot the 3 really well. But I just think Paul George, I think Kawhi Leonard, I just think they're going to step their game up and really show Milwaukee what it's all about. And I lean early Clippers, but this is going to be a hell of a game.
I can't disagree, Philly. I love the Clippers in this spot. Let me give you some supporting trends for our cause here. The Milwaukee Bucks are 0-5. So look, they're going for their 14th straight win, but they're 0-5 against the number in their last 5 games against an opponent coming out of the Western Conference. And then also on the other side, Kawhi Leonard likes that as he's calling your house over there. So we get 4-0 against the spread. So we got the Los Angeles Clippers are 4-0-1 against the spread in their last 5 games against Milwaukee. So I mean, I'm loving what the Clippers bring to the table here. Give me the Clippers plus 3.5. That number might even get a little better if we wait during the course of the day, possibly. We'll see. But guys, if you're interested in our premium selections, come on over here to sgdwins.com. Also, we're going to give away a week's worth of our premium selections if you can guess the exact score of this game. Here are the rules for that. While you're reading the rules, hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button. And Philly, we got the Lakers on the road laying 4.5. Wow. To the Portland Trailblazers. And we got a reunion of the Banana Boat. At least two of the members that are still currently in the league. There's 3 current members left. And we got Melo and LeBron going to play against each other. And this should be a good game here. Both teams are rolling. You got the Lakers just beat up the Denver Nuggets. And they've been doing well, man. They've been doing really well. And then they could arguably be the best team in the league. And then you have the Trailblazers that have come on as of late. They just pulled off a win versus the Sacramento Kings. Man, do you think there's any opportunity here that the Lakers can go on the road and actually lose this game?
I mean, I certainly think there's a possibility, but I don't want to overthink anything here. I mean, it's hard to step in front of the Lakers train right now. They're believing, they're playing with camaraderie. They play on both sides of the floor. Anthony Davis is taking his game to another level. LeBron is playing facilitator. He's playing like one of the better point guards you could ever see. I don't see anything in here that indicates there's any load management spots. I don't believe there would be. But, where I do think there's a distinct advantage is I think the Lakers on the glass, they can dominate because Hassan Whiteside's a big dude and he's strong and all, but he's just, I don't know, man. I've told you this before. I'm not a big fan. He comes and plays one game. He doesn't play another game. You don't know what you're ever going to get out of him. I think Anthony Davis has a chance to just make his life miserable, especially he can move him out of the paint, because he can shoot the three. Then he can't camp underneath the basket. He can let all the other guys operate. You got the 3-guard play, obviously, on Portland's side of, Melo and Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum. And I mean, they can score and they can fill it up. And if they get hot, the game can be certainly interesting. And you can make an argument for Portland winning it. But I won't step in front of the Lakers train right now. It's only, a 4-point spread?
Yep, 4 points. And some spots 4.5.
Yeah, I looked at this game last night. It was one of the ones that I looked at originally and was like, I don't know, man. I kind of targeted this one. I've talked against the Lakers on a few occasions this year. Wasn't totally sure if I believed in them wholeheartedly, but they are playing on both sides of the ball, and I like what they are, man. I originally thought the Clippers were definitely the better LA team, and I said that kind of unequivocally. But now I'm like, maybe not the case. So. Yeah. Who knows? This is a pretty good matchup, though.
If anybody at home is liking the Lakers here, so you've already lost a point of value. It opened up at 3.5. Now it's at 4.5. And I expect it to continue to rise. I'm looking at the numbers here. 89% of the tickets are on the Lakers and 91% of the money. So that means this line's going to move them -5, maybe even 5.5 if the money keeps pouring in on the Lakers. I would just say, guys, be cautious. If this line gets out of hand, then you might want to flip the other side and go Trailblazers.
One thing I wanted to say to you about this too. The other day when we were catching the Lakers getting points and we kept going, what the hell are we doing? What are we doing? What's going on? Or where the money's coming in? I know sometimes people look at that and it can be something that sways you. You don't want to be all over the public, but in this particular situation, it doesn't seem to matter. I mean, I don't know if I look at that and go, that's a reason to rule them out necessarily. So I like the Lakers.
I agree with that. The only issue in that spot is like, hell, why are they getting all this money and they're an underdog? Where in this situation they're the favorite. So therefore, in 90% of the money is a lot of freaking cash to be on one side. That's a big liability for the books. All right, guys. Overall, I'm saying be cautious. But if I had to take just now, guys, it just moved to 5. I'm looking at it right now on Bovada. It just moved to 5. This number continues to rise. I'm probably going to take. I'm probably going to lean the other side with the Trailblazers because they can keep it close, but we'll see.
Sure.
All right, guys. If you're interested, SGD. Actually, you are interested. Come on, man. What are you talking about? What am I talking about? SGDwins.com. Come on over here and get our premium selections, and also the access to our private group there. It's all at SGDwins.com, and also. Philly, if they can guess the exact score of this game, we'll give them a week's worth of our premium selections absolutely free. Here is the rules. And while you're looking at the rules, take the time to hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up button, leave us a comment, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Good luck, guys.
Have a great day.